Have you ever thought to yourself what that could do for motorcycling if the government gave us a couple of million quid to spend? You may think this is wishful thinking, Is the government ever going to give us a million quid to spend on motorcycling? Seems a bit fanciful, doesn't it? But when you stop and look at it, the government seems to be very willing to hand out money for other groups who are promoting other modes of transport, say cycling, for instance. I'm recording this today in the context of a government press release that's gone out today, stating that almost £300 million is going to be given to gear up a new walking, wheeling and cycling schemes across the UK. They're giving out large sums of money to various groups of people to spend on improving cycling in the UK. They're giving £30 million to provide bikeability cycle training to children. Just imagine what would happen if the government decided to give a few £1,000,000 to subsidise, say, the training required to obtain a full motorcycle licence. So once you'd passed your CBT, the government actually paid for the training for you to get to a full licence status by paying for the training. Wouldn't that be good? Do you think that might save a few lives? And what about 8.5 million to Cycling UK, Living Streets and ModeShift to deliver walking and wheeling cycling initiatives in schools and communities? Do you think with a couple of million quid we'd be able to deliver some initiatives to encourage motorcycling in communities? Wouldn't that be a nice idea? But no, all the money always seems to go to walking and cycling. I mean, yes, okay, there's an argument for giving money to walking and cycling, and I'm not going to argue it. Yes, it does improve the fitness of the community, improves the health of the nation, makes everybody fitter and healthier, all good stuff. But isn't it time that the government gave a small amount of funding to something like motorcycling? Because after all, part of the stated aims of giving all this money into active travel is to persuade people not to use the car. Well, a motorcycle isn't a car. It is an alternative to the car. It could be something that would help to reduce the amount of congestion that we've got on our streets, the congestion that causes all the problems that makes it difficult for cyclists to get around safely. So why is it that the government will not give money to motorcycling? Now, you may also have seen that we've done a press release about our response to the government's consultation on the integrated transport strategy. Once again, we're making this argument again. Why is there no investment? Why is there no consideration of motorcycling in any of these plans? It's about time that something happened. But yes, the 8.5 million being given to what's effectively a group of, how can I put it, lobbyists to lobby on behalf of cycling is a little bit irksome. For me, Cycling UK in particular, one of their stated policies is to oppose motorcycles in bus lanes. So that's not something that I'm just making up. You can see it. It is very boldly stated on their own website. You can see it here. We are Cycling UK. That's Cycling UK's website. Motorcycles in bus lanes. And their clear statement here is motorbikes should not be allowed in bus lanes, advanced stop lines, or vehicle restricted areas or locations where pedal cycles enjoy exemptions from vehicle restrictions. This must necessarily apply to all motorbikes, as larger, faster and more polluting machines make up the majority of the motorbike fleet, and it is not practical to provide traffic regulation benefits for the safest and cleanest machines alone. A very convoluted way of saying, yes, we just oppose motorcycles in bus lanes at every step. They point out the fact that they opposed the decisions in London along with London Cycling Campaign. They're actively campaigning against things that help to reduce motorcycle casualties. But the government is funding this organisation. They're pouring money in it and we're not talking about small amounts of money, 8.5 million between Cycling UK, Living Streets and ModeShift. ModeShift is another example. I've approached ModeShift and looked at their plans. What they do is they actually come up with plans for how you can do schemes that persuade people to, get kids to walk to school. So you got walking and cycling and wheeling, as they like to call it, schemes to make it safer for kids to do this. Obviously this extends to travelling to work and things like that, so for commuting. So I've approached ModeShift and said, well, why can you not include ideas to actually suggest that people try using motorcycles and scooters for commuting to work, or to getting to college for college age students? And frankly, they weren't interested. They don't want to know. They don't want to include this. It's very much a case of, yeah, this money is for walking and cycling. There's just no willingness to cooperate. And I think it's about time that this changed. This is pure bias. It is, frankly, bigotry, I think, a lot of the time. I've got no objection to cycling, not opposed to it in any way, shape or form. Want it to be safer, more strength to their elbow if they could persuade government to give them money. But isn't it time that the government actually thought, do you know what? Maybe we should give a few million quid to see what we can achieve for motorcyclists. Wouldn't that be a good use of taxpayers' money? I'd be interested to know what you think. Let us know in the comments below.